Hi everybody. Jesus. Okay. Real quick, I am going to do a so you're moving into a dorm or apartment list. I was gonna do a combination of like what I need for my apartment and what I want to wear and things I want to pick up before I go back to school list, but I started this video and I realized that's not where my mind is at right now. So I'm gonna do a separate one for the clothes. Anyways, let me get going. So if you have never moved out or are freshmen or whatever, you should probably watch this video because I'm about to hit some really good points. If you're moving into a dorm, my dorm is pretty small, but apparently it's bigger than a lot of people's. But my dorm is pretty small. Um, I don't even know how small. Anyways, moral of the story is I had to work with space. I had a single dorm, so it was only me in it. But if I had a roommate, I don't even know how we would survive. Last year, they gave me two wardrobes with, I believe it's two drawers each. They give you a desk, and they gave me a dresser and a bed. Small ass bed, but I made it work. Two people can sleep on it. It's just close quarters, but not even today. Where I'm going to school, it gets kind of cold. So, in reference to getting yourself ready for the cold, I would suggest getting an electric blanket if you're going somewhere where it's going to be cold. And I'm talking it's stupid cold. And those dorms don't always hold heat like that. They don't want you to put your heat up real high, stuff like that. So I had an electric blanket, I had my regular comforter, I had some good sheets. I put a rug on the floor to make the floor warm. I had a welcome mat so I could wipe my boots off when I came in from the snow. I I had a really thick, like woolly, like what do you call it, curtain, and I think that kept the heat in. My dorm was pretty warm most of the time. Um, in terms of having a small space, I would suggest really thinking about how you're going to set up your room in organizational ways too. I would suggest getting bed risers, and that way you can put tubs and stuff under your bed, and you can stack them, and you can organize stuff that way, so that your stuff just isn't out, and you know, just out. I don't like all my stuff just being out. I like it to be put away and stuff. When I am being neat. Anyways, um, but I'm about to do a list of apartment stuff that I have to get. And if you're moving into a dorm, you might want to take a couple notes. A really good way to make sure that you have everything is to go online and look up checkoff lists. And that college checkoff list, you can look up an apartment checkoff list or a dorm checkoff list or just a college checkoff list, period. Like, that's a really good way to make sure that you've covered all your bases and that you have um, everything you want and you aren't waiting till the last minute. If you're moving away somewhere and you're having someone help you move in, think about either getting a big truck or something. The way you pack is gonna like make it easier for you to unpack. I packed all my stuff into bins my first year, and I didn't even end up needing those bins. I think I kept two for good luck. Last year I kept two of my bins, and I kept like my lotions in there, and I kept like socks in there. And they're those little pull-out plastic drawers. Yeah. Anyway, so let me do a quick run through. I went online and I'm moving into an apartment this year, and most of my stuff is already up at school. Note to freshmen: if you're coming back home, do not bring all your shit home. Bring clothes and just enough clothes for you to survive the whole summer because you're gonna wish that you left your shit at school. I have a storage room, so most of my clothes I always say are still there. My couch, I have like a couch love seat chair, like too small to be a love seat, too small to be a couch, a really big chair, but it's like cushioned. It's a nice couch. It was cheap too. It's not that expensive. It was probably like no more than $200, if that. It might have even been 100. And I got it from IKEA. And it's a lightweight chair. It's just an awkward weight. It's the way the chair is made that's awkward to move in and out. Now that I'm gonna have an apartment, I'm probably gonna keep that chair and maybe a futon so somebody can come over and crash. There's always an extra bed or something, and we aren't sleeping bagging it. But just so there's always a place to crash and stuff. And that way, I mean, I kind of like the way futons look, and I'm not ready for a real couch, I don't think. Anyways, so what I did is I went online, I looked up the checkoff list. Sorry, I'm talking so fast. I'm trying not to have a long video. Excuse me. I went online and looked up a checkoff list, and I think it was through, might have been through U of M or somewhere else. I can't remember. And I'm probably gonna look at a couple more, make sure I covered all my bases. But what it did is it separated things into there's the backside too. It separates things off into rooms by room, what you're gonna need for each room, which is a really good way of thinking about that. If you're moving into a dorm, I would highly suggest the wet to dry sweepers, like and like a hand broom for the bathroom. Like that's probably your best bet. And those like automatic shower cleaners and automatic toilet cleaners, just keep them, just whatever, just put them in, makes your life a lot easier. And those sanitation wipes, you can just wipe down a counter. Yeah, those are candy too. Or you can go cheap, paper towel, bleach. Like I do both. Anyways, so some of the things I did is it's separated by living room, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, cleaning supplies, general and decoration. Um, just now I have a kitchen, so I'm gonna need pots and pans. In my dorm they didn't allow George Foreman's, but when I make a burger and I make a mean burger, I'm probably gonna use that instead of trying to broil them in the oven. Um, I want to bring up a couple more mugs, a couple more plates, a couple more bowls. Just over time, mine have broken, or just I could use a couple more. An oven mitt, a cookie dish, um, plastic organizational containers. Also talking about organization, when it comes to your desk, make sure your desk is organized and make sure you keep a copy of all of your financial payments, your classes, stuff like that. Like I keep them in a drawer somewhere, so when I have to look back, any information, banking statements, stuff like that, I have them right there because it's basically you. Yeah, your parents may be covering for it, but it's you who has to do the footwork and know what you're talking about. And also in an organizational term, my makeup brushes, I'll probably show you that when I go back up to school, but I have makeup brushes and I put them in a like vase, a cheap little, I think I got it from the dollar store or maybe even Walmart, and it might have even been cheaper at Walmart. It's a cheap little glass vase that I put glass beads in the bottom, and I use that. I stick my makeup brushes in it. That would be a creative way to stick your toothbrushes in, like pencils, pens. I have something similar that I stick my pens and pencils in, but there's no glass beads at the bottom. Anyways, going down the list. Also in my bathroom, for my bathroom, I need like a shower curtain, a toothbrush holder, a soap dish, an air spray, a bowl cleaner, a plunger. For my bedroom, I need to buy a bed, but I already have like my towels and stuff. I already have all that because I already moved out once. I need a dresser, a mirror. If you're moving into a dorm or an apartment, I would suggest those overhanging mirrors, the ones that go over the door, because mine fell down. It was not one of those that goes over the door. Mine fell down, and I have had to buy a mirror every year. And I'd also suggest a hot glue gun. Um, be careful gluing it on wood, but I would suggest a hot glue gun. Um, it's a good, cheap way to fix things and put things up on the wall. Yeah. So I made things to put up on my wall. I want to get a poster, or poster frame so I can put my posters on. I don't really want all my posters exposed to the elements, but I have a big Marilyn Monroe poster that I'm probably gonna put in a frame. Anyways, keeping going. Placemats, a candy dish, rubber gloves for cleaning, bleach, a Swiffer detergent, vacuum, um, foods I want in my room. I'm gonna have a kitchen, so with my pots and pans, I gotta have olive oil, batteries, steak, onions, um, flour, ketchup, A1 sauce, Dijon mustard, Frank's, bread, chicken breast. Did I already say that? Curry, fabric softener, just like all those little odds and ends. Tin foil, sugar, garlic, garlic salt, plastic containers. I think I already said that. An oven mitt, a, a, a cookie sheet, a measuring cup, stuff like that. So make sure you have a list because that makes it easier when it's time to move in. Anyways, I hope I helped out. I only have 5 seconds. Thanks. Bye.